Over the past few months, I've noticed something changing in almost every boardroom conversation I'm part of. It doesn't matter whether I'm speaking to a bank, an insurer, a fintech, or an executive team. At some point, someone asks about AI. Sometimes it's a board chair, sometimes it's a CEO, sometimes it's the head of risk or internal audit. The questions are usually different, but all point to the same concern. Are we doing enough? And what's interesting is that very few people are asking whether AI is powerful. We've moved beyond that conversations. Most leaders already know that AI has the potential to transform the way organizations operate. The questions I'm hearing now are much more practical. Like, how do we know where AI is being used? Who is accountable for it? How should the board oversee it? What would we say if a regulator asked us to explain an AI-driven decision? Those questions caught my attention because they aren't technology questions. They're actually governance questions. And this is where I've spent most of my career. I've spent years sitting in boardrooms, chairing committees, and working alongside executives as organizations navigated uncertainty, regulatory change, and emerging risk. And one thing I've learned is that governance rarely fails because people don't care. It usually fails because change happens faster than oversight. People move quickly, technology evolves, the business adapts, and governance is left trying to catch up. I think that's where exactly many organizations find themselves today. What's made me think even more about this is that many organizations aren't deliberately setting out to be AI driven. It's happening gradually. If a vendor adopts an AI capability to existing software, an employee starts using an AI assistant, a customer service platform introduces automation, a fraud monitoring system becomes more intelligent. Before long, AI is influencing important business decisions, but nobody has ever stopped to ask, how are we governing all of this? And for me, that is where the real conversations begin. That's where the real conversation begins. Not with the latest AI model, not with the newest technology, but with accountability. Because if an AI system affects a customer, it approves a loan, declines an insurance claim, or flags a suspicious transaction, someone still remains accountable for that outcome. The technology doesn't replace the governance. If anything, it makes governance even more important. And that's why we've developed an AI governance offering at Cartesian Solutions. Not to help organizations build AI. There are many firms that do that exceptionally well. Our role is different. We help boards, executives, risk leaders, and internal auditors understand whether AI is being governed effectively, whether the right oversight exists, and whether they can demonstrate that governance with confidence. Because I've come to believe that the organizations that will benefit most from AI won't simply be the ones that adopt it first. They'll be the ones that build the trust around it. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to share some conversations I'm having in boardrooms around AI governance, assurance, and oversight. My hope is that these conversations help you to think about AI not just as a technology opportunity, but as a governance responsibility. And if your board executive team has started asking some of the same questions I've been hearing, I'd love to continue the conversation because good governance has never been about having all the answers. It's about asking the right questions before everyone else does.